Is that a hunting tent? It says Tyvek on it, I think. Is it old? I don't think there's any shelters around here. Privies. I don't know what that is. This tree conveniently fell right below these wires. How kind of it. Here's the second croc I found on this hike. Why might I have picked up a huge big stick, might you ask? I will tell you why. Because the far out comments say that there are two loose, semi-feral pit bulls that have chased hikers, and there at least one or two had to chase them off, fight them off, whatever. All dogs love me. Some love to bite me. Some just want me to pet them. But a dog does not exist that will not fight for my attention. I'm not a dog person, though. I don't like the feel of dog fur and dog licks and stuff. So I don't interact with dogs. However, if there are two loose dogs around here and they see me, they're either going to try to come get a piece of me or at least try to get me to give them attention. And I'm not saying I'm going to willfully hurt any dogs. I'm just saying that if there are some feral loose dogs here with no owners around that two other hikers have already had to fight off, I at least want to be prepared. I will keep you posted. Good thing the bearing tree didn't come down in the hurricane. No dogs, but I did find a church. Here's Isaac Cemetery. I saw it on far out. This I kind of thought it would be like an old cemetery, but this looks fairly new. I feel like the package should be more red. It looks really orange to me. I highly recommend Harry Potter gummies for hikers or runners because the flavors really pop. Most gummy candy is a general flavor, but these are so good. And they're colorful. Since I'm hiking alone, I can hogwarts the candy to myself. It is so warm outside today. And the socks I wore were knee-high wool socks because I was assuming it was going to be cold, and it is going to be cold for the next 2 days. Yesterday I rolled the socks down, so I might roll these down too. I need to take off my hoodie. It's not a regular hoodie. I haven't taken it off because it's been windy, but climbing the ridges, I'm just sweating. I'm about 0.5 to the top of this ridge and then go down. And going down, I don't get as warm, so I might just suffer for a half a mile and then I won't be too warm coming down the ridge. I just noticed there's barbed wire here. So the other side is probably private property. Look how did this big tree survive? It's all out here in the open. Those didn't survive. And this one stood strong. It's got to be years old, decades old. What did you find in the woods? There's an old, or I don't know if it's old or not, but there's a, right here, there's like a foundation, and over here, little building. I don't see a roof. There's like a door opening, and I'm on some sort of a road, so maybe haven't seen a power line. Maybe a bug out shelter. Well, if it were a bug out shelter, it should be more disguised. It didn't look very disguised. And hunting camp. I've been on this nice wide trail logging road or something, I don't know, farming trail. There's a blaze, so I know it's a trail. But whenever I get on a trail like this, I always have to be paying attention because sometimes the trail darts off and it's not super noticeable. And you get lulled into, I don't know, lulled into getting a nice speed and a nice wide trail. And then all of a sudden you realize you haven't seen a blaze in a long time. We got a yellow marker there. We got blue blazes up there. And a tiny little white blaze right here. Goodbye, nice wide trail. That's probably the other end of that road I was on. Look how beautiful it's getting again. That looks like the perfect blaze there. It's just the bark pulled off. Oh, they installed a slide for us on the Appalachian Trail. Let you know how it goes. That's interesting construction. See how that's blocked and then there's just one big one on top of it. So I wonder if maybe it got flooded out and they just pushed the board in there? I don't know. Anyhow, we have a lovely bridge provided. Okay, that's my last little hill. I'm going down to that road there, I think. I'm gonna get picked up and shuttled back to my car. And then I have 2 more days, so I'll be back. So I'm at the refuge hostel, and let me explain why I'm here. Got my shoes there on the boot dryer. This is like an octagon. There's the bathroom, and the people live upstairs. There's the kitchen. Here's the bunk room. I'm the only person here. There are slack packs and blankets up there. And coming back out. Kitchen again. Washer, dryer. Restock. There's the door. All the people signing. So I was already planning to come here for Monday into Tuesday because of the weather. And I knew the weather wasn't going to be super good, but I had the time to come and I wanted to come. And normally I'm not worried about weather, but there's supposed to be some wind storms, which I don't mind hiking in the cold. My concern is that most of the shelters are closed down because of damage. So I had a shelter last night, and that one was fine. And it was completely surrounded by downed trees. And I think it did cut a chunk of the roof out, but it's just an overlay, or the part that stuck out over there. So it wasn't a big deal. Almost all the shelters are closed. There's one more shelter further up that's opened, but it's not open. It's not closed because of the hurricane. It's closed because of pesky bear. I don't know if it's reopened or not. Because all the shelters are closed, when I hike by myself in the winter, I usually go shelter to shelter because it's a little easier if you're getting in because the day is shorter. Daylight is shorter. It's easier because you can get there, you can set up, you can get all your stuff done, you're under a roof, and it's not a big deal. You don't have to set up a tent in the night, in the dark and everything, so it gives me more time. That's just my preference. If I'm going to hike alone in the winter, I would like to be at a shelter. I can't though. For this trip, I can't. That was the one shelter that I could have made it. The other one that is still available, that might be available, but it has a bear problem, I could have gone up to Carver's Gap and hiked down to the shelter, stayed there, and then continued going the next day. But it would not have changed my mileage for the last day. So my last day is 16 miles, which I was trying to cut that down so that I could get out of here earlier. So I was going to go up and hike 4 miles of it today, because it's not even 2 o'clock and I'm already done. I was off trail at before 1 o'clock. So I was gonna get shuttled up there, leave my car, because my car is here at this shuttle. This is where I left it to park. And do another 4 miles. But it is a 40-minute drive there, and then another 10 minutes to where I'd get dropped off, and then it is almost 3/4 of a mile, blue blaze, to get to the trail. So it was going to end up being almost 5 miles. And by the time we got out there, dropped the car, got to the other spot, which is like a dirt road up a mountain, and hiked 5 miles, it was going to be dark. But ultimately, I decided not to. I decided I'm just going to sit here, take the afternoon to relax. Don't do that very often. But since I have my car here, I can drive out as early as I want and shuttle back. So I'm going to get on trail early tomorrow, 15 miles tomorrow. And then on my last day, I can drive out. It's be like 30-minute drive to where I'd be starting. But I can drive out, leave my car, and I can get on the trail as early as I want. I don't mind hiking at dawn by myself. And I have hiked at night by myself. And I don't mind it at all in the summer, because the weather is usually fine. And there's many more people out in case something were to happen. In the winter, I just like to err on the side of caution. This must be the first aid box for the hikers.
And I take it one step at a time, adding the miles to the end.